up, y'all? Welcome to She Gets It podcast. It's your girl Shan. What's good? Season 7, episode 14. I had a dumb stall out moment. All right, so again, discussions be coming up with like, wonder if that's something that should be discussed with y'all. So I had a discussion with a friend, and she was briefly talking about how people have these expectations early in their life about what age they're going to do certain things. And this could be you or not. You know, some people had this whole mindset of, you know, at this age, I will be doing this, and at this age, I'll have this already. And then at this age, I'm meet somebody, have kids, and X, Y, and Z, right? Stop it. It's not reality. That's things that children do. I don't know if you ever did this as a kid, where you sat on the stoop and you seen cars drive by and you point out like which car is yours. Realistically, we know that's not your car, but you would like to imagine if you were an adult, that will be your car. It's kind of like the same thing when people talk about what age you're going to have X, Y, and Z. You do not know how your life is going to go. Where you are at right now, 78%, making it up, 78% of y'all would have said to a person, no, that's not going to be my life. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to be living here. No, I'm not going to have this many kids. No, I'm not going to have this business. You're lying. Okay? The reality is people give their lives these expectations that are not realistic. And then some people punish themselves in life because they're at an age that they thought they would be doing something completely different. They're at an age where they thought this wouldn't be like their everyday life, and this is their reality. And I want to talk about being better than that, being ahead of that, and not, being discouraged by your own doing, your own thinking, and your own mindset. So that's what we're getting into. Okay. Trust me, I'm not saying that you can't set out goals and pursue goals and make a to-do list and I will list and do those things. You can. But if life doesn't turn out how you planned it on a piece of paper, how you planned it on your vision board exactly, does that mean that your life is over? Does that mean that your life is ruined? Does that mean that you have no purpose? No. You have purpose, okay? You have to stop living through your child stoop ideas of adulthood, because that will have you stuck. That will have you not wanting to try because you didn't get to the point that you thought you were going to be at this age. You didn't get to where you thought you were going to be at 21. You didn't get to where you thought you were going to be at 26. You didn't get to where you thought you would be at 30, 35, 40, 50, whatever. And the worst thing people do when they see themselves not reaching the goals at a certain age in life that they thought they would is comparing themselves to the next person. You never know what the next person had to give up, had to lose, had to feel hurt behind in order to get the things that they have, or have the status that they have, or have the business that they have. A lot of people, if they sat back and listened to CEOs, execs, billionaires and millionaires talk about what they lost, what they struggled with, they do not have the mindset or the capacity to deal with the struggle before the glorification. They don't have it. You're not built for it. That's why this is not your story, okay? And people have to become comfortable with what is their story what is your life, what you thought your life was going to be, and what your life is now. And if you don't like it, do something healthy to change it, but don't just sit there and think yourself out of trying. A lot of people think themselves out of trying because they set these imaginary age ranges for what they thought they were going to do. It was a thought. Okay? People don't respect marriage or family structure like they used to. So for me personally, that thought of a marriage is pushed back. Doesn't mean I absolutely don't want it. Sometimes. Does it mean I don't think about it at all? No, I think about it sometimes. But it's not like, oh my God, I saw a guy. He's cute. He's polite. He smells good. He has a nice haircut. He lives by himself. He has a car. I'm going to marry him. No, it has to be more than that. It has to be more than that. Like when you so eager for the ending result or for what you think you want, you'll fall flat on your face. Okay? There's a process into getting things that are worth having that people today don't want to do. Okay? You'll have people today trying to get the waist trainer, but they don't want to work out. They want to starve themselves and put on the waist trainer. Okay? You have people today that will rather be on TV for being really overweight in order for someone want to do like a surgery instead of them do the work and eat better and not have these people around them that enable them to eat poorly, because these people who are very big and overweight, they can't even get up and get the things that are making them overweight. People are bringing it to them. Okay? So it's all about your mindset. Your mindset has to change. Money is made faster by doing less labor these days. Okay? So that makes manual labor people get less respect, in my opinion. Meaning, if having your own business and being a mechanic and actually owning that business was glorified in the past, today is not glorified. Today what's glorified is the person that can own multiple mechanic garages and not even have to get his hands dirty. All he does is manage the business. But what people don't understand, when you manage a business and multiple businesses at that, you have the headache of babysitting grown adults, making sure people are doing the sales books correctly, making sure your accountant is not stealing from you, making sure you have receipts for things, making sure you do your taxes right at the end of the year. Like, it's a lot of stress that comes with having multiple businesses as a business owner. Like, it looks good. People make it look good. The access to money looks good, sounds great, but it's stressful to the person that's actually in it, because you got to make sure payroll is right, because you got to have workers. You got to make sure managers are actually managing and showing up. You got to make sure customers are happy and you don't have no complaints and there's not a customer on Yelp talking bad about one of your locations. Like, it's a lot of stress. It's not just easy. Today, women also have more rights and opportunities, which they should. So men, for a con, are seen as extracurriculars, meaning it really doesn't matter if they're there or not. A woman technically can do life on her own and she doesn't necessarily need a man, quote unquote. Now, some women may see it like that, okay? Sometimes technically it can be like that. But I don't agree with the fact that those women don't want a man, okay? Because they do. For instance, I can cut my own grass in my yard right now. But do I want to? No. I can wash my own car right now. But do I want to? No. I can work and pay all my bills by myself. But do I want to? No. Would I like to use some of my money that I make from work on myself and pamper myself? Hell yeah. But when you're on your own, you do have to work harder because you do have to cover all the needs, and then you have to cover the wants. And then after you cover wants, especially with children, you have less for yourself. So I'm not saying all that men are good for is money, because it's not true. Anyone on your team making your plate less full when you have a lot to do is a benefit. Okay? So women may be able to do it all, but we don't necessarily want to have to do it all. But at the same time, men sometimes understand that, ooh, look, she's a fine woman. She's educated. She works for herself. She knows what she wants. She looks good on my arm, and I have this and this and this. But I suck at this. But I'm going to try to pull her with the fact that I can do this and this and this for her. And then you'll have the awkward imbalance of a man is a benefit for helping with bills, helping with, if I want to go out on a date, I could go on a date with him. Do I necessarily want to go on a date with him? No. But he is the option right now. So sometimes women will settle with the man that makes their life easier, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the man that she's excited about. That's the man that makes her pussy thump. That's the man that she's super excited to come home to. Or that's the man that she wants to spend throughout her day texting and sending nudes. That doesn't mean that that's going to be like her eye candy. That might be her peace candy. That might be her stability candy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women have those. A lot of women make sure they cover stability, home, don't have to worry about him because he's a square, but they're not fulfilled within that relationship. Okay? So it's just like, you just got to know what it is that you actually want. Sometimes the thought of where you thought you were going to be in your 20s is not the thought of where you want to be in your 30s. Sometimes you just going to have to switch it up. You're going to have to rearrange some shit. I feel like people need to do life on their own time. Age does not control you after 18. After 18, you're quote unquote technically legal. After 21, if you want to have 15 drinks, shots back to back, have that, but you are your responsibility now. After 25, you cannot say no one ever told you, no one ever showed you. Resources are abundant, okay? Google is free. Connect to the Wi-Fi. Teach yourself, okay? Live and experience everything you can before life starts setting limits for you, okay? Life can set limits for you when you have to pay back buku school loans and your salary doesn't even cover your needs and your wants and your school loans, okay? Life can be limited for you if you find yourself in the courts or on probation or doing time, and now you have to get out and get your life together. Life can limit you through having horrible credit. Life can limit you through you wanting to indulge in Freaknik a little too much, and now you got 8 kids and you trying to figure out how you're going to go back to school with having 8 kids and having to provide for 8 kids while you have a house and you have bills and you have necessities that have to go around. So you have to understand what your life in reality is actually going to be like with how you deal with people and experiences that you have, that you can control. Okay? Understand that in life, you might grow up with friends that you're going to lose. You're going to lose some phony people that you thought was cool. You're going to lose some good people that you thought were going to be around forever. You're going to lose people that you thought you would always have a bond with that don't want to grow and don't want to leave their environment that's not helping them grow. You're going to meet new people who want to build with you, who want to challenge you to be better, and you want to challenge them to be better. You're going to meet new people that love you, that respect you, that water your spirit, your mind, your everything. And you're going to meet some people that want to stick it out with you no matter what. You're going to meet some people that want to be around when you don't feel good, when times are shitty, when you don't have nothing, when you have stuff, when you need stuff, and they're going to help you out. And in turn, you're going to turn around and want to help them because they're good people. Like, life is life, and life is going to life. You can't stop that. So don't beat yourself up over, man, I knew at like this age I was going to have this and this and this, and I used to have this and this and this. I hate I used to have, motherfucker. It don't matter no more. Why sit there and beat yourself up about what you used to have, how easy you used to have it, how much money you used to have coming in, and you don't got it like that no more? Figure out a new way on how to get it. Figure out a new way on how you can top when you last felt really good about your situation. Like, you already know you could handle that situation when it was that great. Think about your next level up. Stop dwelling on times you can't go back to. Your feeling was what it was at that time because you were naive to what could possibly happen. Now you understand what can possibly happen, so that means your next level has to be way better than what it was. Age does not control how your lifestyle can be. Your mindset controls that. Good changes controls that. Knowledge controls that. But you can't sit there and bask in the fact that you used to have something used to be something, and now it isn't. You got to move forward. Your kids don't grow down, they grow up. You're not getting younger, you're getting older. So what are you going to do? I don't know how much time I got left. You don't know how much time you got left. People out there don't know how much time they got left. Only life knows how much time you got left. And life don't talk to you like a normal human being. Okay? So this age shit, don't let it eat you up. Okay? There's people in their 80s getting their college degrees. If I knew what I know now, I definitely would have waited if I really felt like I wanted to go to college. I could have gone to college when my kids were old enough to do things in the house for themselves without me having to be home. But I'm thankful that I went to college when I didn't have children. I'm thankful for that, but I feel like I would have rather gone into business for myself instead of go to college and spend all that money that I now have to pay back. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good on my credit report. So, like, man, you have choices. I will never raise my children and be like, all right, before you're 18, you need to figure out what college you're going to and pick a college and see how much it costs and struggle to make those payments, but that degree is going to look nice. Fuck that degree. Go to college when you feel like you're in the right mind state to go to college and you're doing something with a degree that's going to push you way forward. That's going to push you into rooms and places and experiences that money can't take you. Okay? That's when you go to college. I don't feel like a 17-year-old or 18-year-old should be deciding that they want to go to college and major in X, Y, and Z because they don't know what life is yet. Okay? Unless you're getting like a full a full paid ride to go to college and you're not coming out of pocket, I don't feel like an 18-year-old should be making that choice. What?
I want some juice.
That's how you ask for juice? How you ask for juice?
Please, can I have some juice?
All right, let me go get this girl some juice, but listen to what I said, all right? Peace.
I want to say hi.
Okay.
Hi.
You gonna tell me your name?
ABC.
Your name. What's your name?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You gonna tell them bye?
Bye.
Say peace.
Peace.
Fall is coming. Fall is like my favorite time of the year. Autumn is my favorite season. So if you're looking for some merch, check your girl. Support the She Gets It podcast by getting you some merch. You know what I'm saying? You get some merch, you support, you get a little something out of it. You become a representative, an affiliate for She Gets It podcast. And I have sweatshirts on there, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need is on the She Gets It shop. Shop with Teespring. I'll go ahead and put the link up. Let's get back to the show.